So, napakaganda ng pag-uusapan natin ngayong tanghaling ito, kaibigan, at sana ay kasama mo ang iyong mga minamahal. Kasi ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa iyong kwento. Yung kwento mo sa iyong sarili, na kung ano yung kwento natin sa ating sarili at yung ikinikwento natin sa iba tungkol sa ating sarili, ay nakaka-apekto talaga sa kalidad ng ating buhay, kalidad ng ating saya. The story we tell ourselves affects how we live and affects the people we love. Kaya nga po, yung title ng ating episode is Change Your Story, or maybe change the lies you tell to yourself and change your life. Samahan niyo po ulit ako, mga kaibigan. Please send me your messages. Ito po yung ating mga station numbers for text. Globe 0966-763-2473. At for Smart, 0921-431-1044. Ay, parang lansangan. At kayo po na sumusubaybay sa ating programa through YouTube, especially Miss Gladys Ramirez and her children, Denden and Ivy, thank you for always tuning in. Hindi ko kayo laging nababate. And G, I would like to greet you a very, very happy birthday. May you always be blessed and may you always stay wrapped in God's love and light. At ito pa yung aking personal number, dear friends, because sometimes yung inyong mga messages sa ating text lines come a little bit too late. So, at least pag sa akin yung pinadala yung message nyo, I would get to read them. So, please just send me your messages through my number po. Kasi minsan, if you send it through Messenger, after the program ko na po siya nababasa. So, ito pa yung aking number. Please don't call me on this number po, ha. Text lamang po. 0920-922-9462. Kaibigan, ano nga ba talagang ibig sabihin ng sinasabi natin na change your story, change your life? Kasi po minsan, tayo din mismo ang gumagawa ng kwento sa buhay natin na mas ikinalulungkot natin, di po ba? May mga times na yung meaning, yung interpretasyon na binibigay natin sa mga bagay na nangyayari sa atin is way too sad, too negative, na tumatagal tuloy yung lungkot natin. Nakaahon na sana tayo, di po ba? Nakausad na sana, pero kaso dahil kumapit tayo sa malungkot na kwento, ayan, so nasasayang yung oras natin at yung ating lakas dahil doon sa kalidad ng kwento na ginawa natin. So, i-encourage kita ngayon, kaibigan, ha? Na palitan natin yung ating kwento. Baguhin natin yung ating kwento. Na may kakayanan ka para baguhin yung kwentong sabi mo sa iyong sarili at lalong-lalo na yung kwentong ipinapasa mo sa iba. Medyo namamaos po ako ngayon, mga kaibigan. So please forgive me if there would be times I'd be coughing, but please don't worry, I'm okay. Ano na po, medyo napagod lang yung boses ko. I would like to greet all my amazing participants from Thick and Thin Agri Products. Lahat po ng amazing leaders ng Thick and Thin of Atlas Nutrition. Thank you so very much for the chance to serve you all. Ako ay sobrang masaya na binigyan niyo ako ng pagkakataong mahalin kayo at pagsilbihan kayo for 2 days on your leadership training programs. And I hope that you would always stay true to your best self. And I would like to also greet my first-time listeners from Kovac, Philippines. Maraming salamat. I had a chance to serve them yesterday, the amazing trainers and leaders of Kovac. Thank you. And it was such a joy, having been with you for a whole day. It didn't feel like work at all. And may you always stay as joyful, as delightful as you are. So dear friends, ang aking encouragement ngayong umagang to, ngayong tanghaling ito is that let us tell better stories. Let us tell better stories. Hindi ko po sinasabi na kalimutan natin yung mga hindi magagandang nangyari sa atin, but at the end of the day, kahit gaano kapangit yung nangyari sa atin in the past, gaano kasakit, still po, the fact that we're still here, that we're being given a chance every day, pwede po natin siyang, kahit pwede pa rin nating tignan doon kung ano yung magandang nangyari. Kaya po laging sinasabi, di po ba, na sometimes yung nangyari sa ating hindi maganda are blessings in disguise. At minsan, it will take many years. It will take many years down the road bago mo ma-appreciate na, there's a silver lining to it all. Yan. Mga kaibigan, so that is my focus for today. Kasi sa psychology, merong tinatawag na parang narrative psychology, na we impact our lives, the quality of our lives, with the stories we tell ourselves and others.
Awit natin ay wag mong kalimutan. Pangako ko naman na lagi ka pakikinggan. Magpakailanman.
Kaya kaibigan, sabi nga ni Monique Honberg, the story you tell yourself about yourself will either lift you up or tear you down. Yes, kaibigan, and I would like to dwell on that a little bit.
Awit tayo ay
Marami sa inyo dati ang kinausap ako, pinadalahan ako ng mga messages telling me about your very sad stories. Minsan nagpapamasahe na lang ako, tapos yung nagmamasahe sa akin for an entire hour, kinikwentohan ako ng kanyang sad stories. And sometimes, hindi ko alam kung paano ako magre-react, but at a certain point, I would always end it by saying na, ano naman ang magandang nangyari sa'yo doon? Diba? So ano ang balak mong gawin dahil sa nangyari sa'yo na yan? So mga kaibigan, what I'm trying to say is that wala pong exempted sa atin. Halos lahat naman po tayo ay sinubok or susubukin. Di ba halos lahat tayo naka-experience ng heartbreak. Kahit din po ako. Isip ng iba na I've never had a heartbreak. I did. I had. Pero alam niyo po, looking back, nagpapasalamat ako na nangyari sa akin yung mga yon. Kasi now, I'm a better person. I'm a better version of myself. So kung ano ako ngayon, ay dahil yun sa mga nangyari sa akin in the past. So that is why, dear friends, yung kwento natin at kung paano natin ikinikwento yon sa sarili natin actually really affects us and the people around us. So pag sinabi po natin na, naku, ang hirap na pinagdaanan ko na yon, pero tingin mo naman ako ngayon. Diba? Kahit gaano kahirap yung pinagdaanan ko, ito nakatayo pa din ako at naiahon ko ang sarili ko and I'm a lot better. And I thank God for allowing that experience to happen in my life. Ba? So those are the kinds of stories sometimes, dear friends, that could lift us up, inspire us to do better. Kaya nga ang dami pong mga rags to riches na kwento, di po ba? So let's allow our stories to shape for us a better future, dear friends, a better destiny. So ikaw na nag-text sa akin na parang puro ka reklamo na sinasabi mo aping-api ka, kinakawawa ka lagi. Alam mo yung mga salitang aping-api, kinakawawa, biktima ako, ganyan. These are all stories. Maaring may nangyari na talaga naman, nagmukha kang kawawa sa nangyari na yon. Pero nung nilagyan mo siya ng kwento, ng interpretasyon na inapi ka, kinawawa ka, ano ba yung isang term na tinext nyo sa akin, yung inapak-apakan kaya. You know, the visual connotation of that already hurts you. Kasi pag inimagine mo ang sarili mo na inapak-apakan, di ba? Parang you reinforce the pain, the sadness. So siguro kaibigan, try to change the story na hindi ka api. Nangyari sa'yo yon para ilabas sa'yo yung totoong ikaw. Siguro, kaya nangyari sa'yo yan kasi may lakas ka na nasa loob mo na hindi pa nagigising, hindi mo pa nailalabas. And my encouragement always to people who talk to me about their pains is that baka kasi may natutulog dyan na lakas na kailangan gisingin. At para magising yan, minsan kailangan mauntog tayo, madapa, masugatan, masaktan. Di po ba? So sana kaibigan, from now on, let us change the stories we tell ourselves. We do not change the facts. The facts are facts, di ba? Sinaktan ka, iniwanan ka, inutang ka, di ka binayaran, ninakawan ka, okay. But the meaning you put into it, you could change. Okay, the friends? Because hindi naman po yung nangyari ang nakasakit sa atin eh. Ang nakakasakit sa atin talaga is yung kwento natin, the interpretation, the story we tell ourselves. Ayan, I hope, dear friends, I'm making sense. Yung tawagin ka na tanga ng boss mo, nangyari na yun eh. Pero yung meaning na nilagay mo doon, yung interpretasyon mo na binastos niya ako, pinahiya niya ako, ganyan, that's the one that hurts you so much more than the fact itself. Kasi ano ang better story that you can tell yourself about that? Siguro the better story is, ano kaya ang pinagdadaanan ng boss ko at bakit niya ako nasigawan ng ganun? Siguro masyadong mabigat yung mga obligasyon niya, kaya minsan sa stress niya ay hindi niya namamalayan na gano'n nakainit yung ulo niya at pati kami ng mga tao niya naapektuhan. Di po ba? And that way you don't feel as bad. Okay, the friends? Kaya nga minsan pag nagda-drive ako sa kalye, syempre nagagalit din po ako. May mga times talaga na nakakainis yung mga taong nakakasabay ko na walang konsiderasyon. Yung mga jeep na bigla na lang gigilid, bigla na lang titigil nang walang pakialam sa iba. Sana nga po mas maging disiplinado pa tayo sa Pilipinas. Pero if I create a story na itong mga to talaga pahirap sa buhay ko, ganito, ganyan, then I will just be stressed. Masasayang yung ilang segundo ng buhay ko na naggalit ako sa kanila. But if I just say, ako talaga to si kuya. Siguro masyadong nagmamadali para makaipon ng pasahero. Siguro gusto niya talagang mas kumita ngayon. Nakakalimutan niya na may mga ibang nagmamaneho rin sa kalye na kailangan niyang i-consider. Sana nag-aral si kuya ng mas maayos kung paano mas maging courteous sa kalye. Or sana may mga programa tayo na every year may bibigyan natin ng refresher course lahat ng drivers, lalo na yung mga public utility vehicles. Then that way, if I think about it like that, di na ako nagagalit, di na ako nasi-stress. So sana mga kaibigan, matutunan natin na ibahin yung ating pananaw at ibahin yung kwento natin at yung meaning na nilalagay natin sa mga bagay-bagay. Okay, dear friends? I don't know who wrote this, pero sabi niya, you cannot change the past, but you can change the story you tell yourself about it. Instead of a story about pain or loss, tell a story about healing, growth, and lessons learned. Tell a story that empowers you. Yes, dear friends. That's really very powerful. Hindi na natin mababago yung nakaraan eh. Kahit kahit gustuhin pa nating balikan at sabihin sa sarili natin na kung makakabalik lang ako sa panahon na yan, I would decide differently. Marami rin po akong ganun. Kung maibabalik ko lang siguro yung past 6 years of my life, ang dahil kong babaguhin. Kaya lang tapos na po eh. Hindi ko na mababago yun. But I can just look back to those experiences at tignan ulit ano yung mapupulot kong leksyon doon. Paano ako mas naging mabuti, maayos na ako. Ayan. At hindi ko na lang babalikan yung pagkakamali ko kasi nagawa ko na nga po talaga. So ganun din sana tayo, ha mga kaibigan? Let's from now on tell a story that empowers us. Ayan. Dahil po namamaos ako at may sakit na aking lalamunan mga kaibigan. So I would like to play for you first a beautiful song, and I would like to thank our technical engineer, Mr. Francis Teves, for preparing these songs for me. Ayan. And I hope that these songs that I'm going to play for you today, dear friends, will inspire you. Okay po? na sana mga kaibigan makita natin na minsan talaga all we need to do is to allow things. Kasi sabi nga, meron ako nabasa na what you focus on grows. So if we focus on the pain, mas tumitindi ang sakit, di po ba? But if we focus on the joy, mas tumitindi din po yung saya. So what we focus on grows. So let's focus on the beauty of our story instead of the pain. May mga kaibigan ako na sobrang lungkot na mga pinagdaanan nila. Sobra. Minsan pinakikinggan ko pala yung kwento nila, naiiyak din ako for them. But that's the past eh. Can no longer be changed. At ang lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila is that, but you are here. You're alive. You can laugh again. You can dream again. See, the friends? And because you can dream again, di ba? There's beauty in life. Ayaw nga pala, I would like to thank the samahan ng mag-aaral ng psikolohiya sa De La Salle University, Manila, where my son is currently enrolled, taking up AB Psychology. Thank you for inviting me as your guest lecturer last Friday. Maraming salamat sa pagkakataon na ma-inspire kayo. And I talked to them about unwind, beating burnout, and living a life of joy, living a life of connectedness. And that talk is especially dedicated to my son, Janil. Baby love, thank you for always being so proud of your mama, for recommending me again. And I'm really happy to have made you smile. And those will be parts of the beautiful stories I will look back to as I grow older. Ayan, mga kaibigan. So this song is very beautiful. It's entitled Just Let It Go. Just Let It Go is a very beautiful song. Alam niyo po mga kaibigan, this song, Just Let It Go. When I first heard it, sabi ko, napakaganda ng kanta na ito. Just Let It Go. In fact, shinare ko to sa isang kaibigan ko at that time na may pinagdadaan ng sobrang lungkot na parang kailangan lang talaga niya na palayain ang sarili niya or palayain yung kwento niya. Ayan, so this song, Just Let It Go, is by India Ari. And I think yung mensahe ng kanta na to can help us, dear friends, na sometimes we just have to let things go bit by bit, inch by inch. Hindi naman kailangan na pag nag-let go ka, all of it kaagad, di ba? Inch by inch. Okay, dear friends, so enjoy this beautiful song. Just let it go.
You've been through so much, so many ups and downs. You've given your love, but never like the way it turned out. You closed off your heart, and you carry the weight like a million rocks on your shoulders. But you don't have to wait for an apology or for someone else to make amends. When you can remember that your healing is in your hands. Just let it go. Inch by inch, just let it go. And do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You've set yourself free. You've been used, you've been abused. Someone came along who didn't value you. You carried the weight of your heart like a million rocks on your shoulders. But life isn't meant to be perfect, and we won't always win. But can you remember that your healing is in your hands? Just let it go. by inch, just let it go. And do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You set yourself free. Just let it go. Gave it your all. You put your blinders on when you looked around. All of your friends were gone. You took the fall, and you carry the weight like a million rocks on your shoulder. Just let it go. Inch by inch, just let it go. And do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You've set yourself free. Just let it go. And set yourself free. Just let it go. And set yourself free. Just let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. And set yourself free. Your healing is in your hands. And it's simple. Your healing is in your hands. And it's simple. Your healing is in your hands. And it's simple. Your healing is in your hands.
Healing is in your hands, dear friend. Healing is in your hands. No one else can do that for you. In as much as I want to, ang dami po sa inyo minsan tinatawagan ako, mini-message ako. I have listeners or watchers from abroad, from Australia. There's this one from Japan, another from Saudi Arabia, another from the US. Hindi ko na po kayo lahat memorize. But, sometimes, if I could just do more than, what I do here on Winner Ka Pinoy, I do that. But, healing is in your hands, ha? So sana yung kantang yan inspired you a little bit. Sabi nga dun sa kanta, you've been through so much. I know that. I can just imagine. You've been through so much, so many ups and downs. You've given your love, but never liked the way it turned out. Ganun po talaga. Minsan, hindi ko mo nagmahal tayo at binigay natin yung lahat-lahat natin na lahat ng inaasahan natin will turn out the way it would. May mga times po talaga, may pagkakataon na yung inasahan mo ay hindi yun yung nangyari. Meron akong participant like this week sa seminar ko who asked me, wala sa topic, pero tinanong lang niya ako if do I believe in the 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule is that pag nagmahal ka daw, just love 80% at magtira ka ng 20% sa sarili mo. So, ang tanong sa akin was, do I believe in that? And I said, no, I do not believe in 80-20. I only believe in 100%. Na pag nagmahal tayo, we give it our all. We love with all that we are. Di po ba? Kasi sabi ko, if I give only 80%, it's like I am doubting and I am saying na, nako, I might as well reserve some for myself kasi paano pag nasaktan ako. And I don't like to start a relationship or be in a relationship where I'm already doubting na baka mawala or baka masira. So I said, giving 100%, kaibigan, yung magmahal ka ng 100% does not mean na parang hahayaan mong, paano ba? Hahayaan mo na, remember the topic on setting boundaries? Ang sa akin, kaibigan, is that by loving 100%, by giving 100%, you're actually reserving the 100% for yourself. Kasi pag nagmahal ka ng 100% ng lubos, minamahal mo rin ang sarili mo ng lubos. So yun yung pananaw ko doon, mga kaibigan. So actually, hindi ka nagtitira sa sarili mo. Actually, lahat ay para sa sarili mo. Diba? Kasi dapat hindi ka nagmamahal ng yung hindi mo rin ikinatutuwa ang nangyayari sa sarili mo. So, yes. You've given your love but never liked the way it turned out. You closed off your heart Dahil nga hindi na maganda yung nangyari, sinara mo na yung puso mo. And you carried the weight like a million rocks on your shoulders. Can you imagine, metaphorically lang kaibigan, na parang may 1,000,000 na rock sa shoulder mo. Ang bigat, di ba? Hindi ka na makakangiti. At sabi dito, this is my favorite. But you don't have to wait for an apology or for someone else to make amends when you can remember that your healing is in your hands. Kaya nga lagi ko sinasabi, kaibigan, di ba, na hindi mo kailangang intayin yung paghingi nila ng patawad bago mo sila patawarin. Because you know that your healing is in your hands, and part of your healing is to let go. Sabi nga sa kanta, just let it go. Inch by inch. One day at a time, dear friends. Hindi siya magically na mangyayari talaga. Sabi ulit sa kanta, you've been used. You've been abused. Someone came along who didn't value you. You carried the weight of your heart like 1,000,000 rocks on your shoulders. But life isn't meant to be perfect, and we won't always win. But can you remember that your healing is in your hands? Yes, we cannot always win. Kahit din naman po ako I did not always win. I won't always win. And I was telling somebody, I think a week ago, na sabi niya sa akin, parang magaling kasi siya sa argument. So sabi niya sa akin, when people win against me, it's because I allow them to win. And I said, okay. But then, I said to him na, kaso ako kasi, I'm no longer into winning or being right. But dear friends, parang wala na sa akin, it doesn't matter. Hindi ko na priority ang manalo. Hindi ko na priority yung maging tama ako. And so he asked me, so what is your priority? And I said that my priority is to love. To just be love. So dear friends, this episode, tell a different story. Then you will have a different experience. Change your story, change your life. It's really about changing your story so that it is wrapped in love. Kasi pag ang kwento mo, binalot mo sa pagmamahal, then it will appear different. It will be different. Diba mga kaibigan? And at any moment, pwede mo talagang baguhin yung kwento mo. Make it a meaningful, make it a meaningful episode. Diba kaibigan? Wala na akong lolo. Wala na rin akong mga lola. But I remember a lot of stories about them. And though I miss them very much, yung kwento nila will always be with me. Kahit yung tatay ko na nakwento ko sa inyo nung nakaraan, di po ba? He passed away so soon. Sobrang konti lang yung panahon na magkasama kami. But the stories he told me, the story of his life stays with me and will always stay with me. So you see, dear friends, change the story you tell yourself. Make it inspiring. Pag ipinasa mo yung kwento mo na yan sa mga anak mo, sana mapangiti sila at mabigyan sila ng pag-asa. Because at the end of the day, kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan natin, yun tayo kaibigan. Diba? Hindi pwedeng mangyari sa buhay mo yung bagay na hindi mo pinaniniwalaan. It's the fact that you believe it, that you can actually set a course towards that. Di po ba kaibigan? So let's change our story. Sorry po There's here something that I'd like to share with you. Na minsan mga kaibigan, ito galing to kay Jack Canfield, one of my favorite authors. Sabi niya, E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome. So, yung nangyari, tsaka yung response mo doon, yung reaction mo doon, yung pagtugon mo doon, equals your outcome. So, kung naging masaya ka, depende yun doon sa response mo. Kung paano ka tumugon. Yan. Ano yung kilos mo after that? Anong ginawa mo? Yung event, hindi po nababago yun. Hindi po natin mababago. You know why? Hindi po kasi natin kontrolado. Parang yung natapunan ka ng kape, di po ba? Hindi mo kontrolado yun kasi hindi naging maingat yung kasamahan mo Yung nabangga ka sa likuran mo ng sasakyan, hindi mo rin ulit kontrolado yun kasi maingat ka mag-drive. Yung ibang driver hindi kontrolado. Pero yung response mo, kaibigan, yung pagtugon mo, yung reaction mo, that is what you can control. And your response will actually determine the quality of your life, the quality of your moment. Ayan, mga kaibigan. So, every time po na may nangyayari sa ating hindi maganda, let's ask ourselves, what is the story that I am telling myself? What is the story? Kasi kung ang story mo is that ako talaga, tao na to, pahirap sa buhay ko, then, it will create more anger, more upset in your life. Tapos the whole day kang nakasimangot. Po ba? Kaya nga, next week po pala, hindi ako live, mga kaibigan. I'm going home to Mindanao and I'll be there for 10 days. And so, the next time we will be together, it would be on, it will be on December, let me just check. It will be on December 1, dear friends. So we will start our Christmas episode then. So next week po, I'm going to replay a beautiful episode for you. Ayan. So wag nyo na po ako i-text kasi hindi ko rin po kayo masasagot. Hindi ko mababasa yung messages nyo because I wouldn't be live next Sunday. But week after that, December 1 po. We'll start our Christmas episode and I'm going to continue with this thought na sometimes dinidistort natin yung ating kaisipan kaya tuloy dahil doon mas pumapangit yung ating experience. Okay, dear friends? Kaya nga, kaibigan, minsan, sabi nga, there's this scientific study na parang sinasabi na pag nagalit ka, or there's that chemical imbalance that happens in your body. There's a response, a chemical response. Pero 90 seconds lang po yung response na yon sa katawan mo. Like, kunyari, nagalit ka, nagwala ka, nawala yung temper mo at so, tumaas yan. 90 seconds lang mag-circulate sa katawan mo yung parang chemical reaction na yun. Kasi for example, pag masaya ka, di ba, meron pong dopamine or endorphin that gets released. So, if you're angry, meron ding mga stress hormones na nare-release. But you know what? Ang sinasabi is that 90 seconds lang yun. After 90 seconds, babalik ka na ulit sa normal. Pero kapag lumagpas yung 90 seconds, kaibigan, tas galit na galit ka pa din, kasalanan mo na yun. Kasi ikaw na yung nagtuloy ng kwento. Kaya nga may mga iba na hindi sila gumagraduate sa galit nila. Galit sila last year, hanggang ngayon galit pa rin. Next year, nag-reunion, pag nagkakantuhan sila, they would still again talk about that upset. And it's like reliving, re-experiencing the negative effects. Kaya kaibigan, at dahil minamahal kita, sorry, sana po, let's learn to let go, inch by inch. Kasi minsan nagkakasakit tayo Sometimes anger that is repressed or anger that is re-experienced, causes like tumors, Nagkakasakit tayo so hindi talaga siya worth it. Tapos minsan, ito pa, dinadagdagan pa natin yung kwento. Hindi na tayo nakontento sa original na kwento. Dinagdagan pa natin. Nilagyan pa natin ng, paano na lang kung... Nangyari, nabangga ka sa likod. Nangyari na po kasi sa akin yan dati, nabangga ka sa likuran. So, I had a whiplash. So, meron akong neck brace for quite a time. I had to see a chiropractor for a while. Pero mabuti na lang, hindi ako nagtagal doon kasi nangyari na What can I do? Nangyari na yun. Tapos, tinakbuhan din ako nung nakabangga sa akin. And, buti na lang, hindi ko sinabi na, paano na lang kung, di po ba? I mean, kasi if I'd start with that story na paano na lang kung may kasama ako, paano na lang kung ganito, di po ba? Then I would have added to the pain to that story. Kaya kaibigan, there are times when my friends would tell me a negative story. Then I would just, sometimes I would listen for a while, but I would change the topic. Kasi I don't want to be drawn into the negativity of that moment. Kasi alam ko na ang kinikwento niya, nangyari na nun nire-relieve na lang niya, isinasabuhay na lang niya. Mas gusto ko, mga kaibigan, ng isabuhay natin ay yung magagandang kwento. Palapit na naman po ang Pasko. Marami na naman pong reunions. Makikita na naman natin yung ating mga kapamilya na hindi natin nakita na matagal na panahon. Sana, pagdesisyonan natin, ang pagkikwentuhan natin ay yung makaganda lamang. Okay po ba? Huwag na natin balikan yung sakit, yung pait. Kasi nga, mainis lang din po ulit tayo. And then we suffer again. See, dear friends. Kaya minsan, sabi nga nung iba, ang swerte ng mga parang nawalan ng memory. Ng mga iba po lang naman na nawalan ng memory after a painful experience. Kaya nga po minsan yung mga iba ang response nila, the body's response is like nagkaka-amnesia sila, like short-term amnesia after a very painful memory. Kasi para makalimutan muna nila yung sakit na yun and so it doesn't affect the body. Di po ba? Parang ako, gawain ko po yan. Nyari, may nasabi sa akin hindi maganda or nasaktan talaga ako at tapos umiyak ako. You know, after that, it's like I have a mechanism that I forget it. Parang I have a ritual na ililibing ko siya or, you know, I write it down and then I burn it or I let it fly para hindi ko na siya maalala. Minsan, yung tao na nakagawa sa akin ng masakit na yun or yung tao na nagsabi sa akin nun would have to remind me kung ano yung sinabi niya para lamang maalala ko. Because that's my way of coping so that I could change my story. Okay? Dear friends? Naku, please po talaga ng oras. So, dear friends, what stories have you been telling yourself? Sana yung mga kwento na ikinikwento mo sa sarili mo ay kwento na nakaka-encourage, nakakapagbigay lakas loob, nakakapagbigay ng inspirasyon para sa mga taong susunod sa'yo, mga anak mo, mga kapatid mo, ganyan. Kasi alam mo, kaibigan, you have the choice to change your story. You have. You know, there was a time, nung may sakit ang tatay ko, na I was still in SLU, yung mga aunties ko noon, nasa nurse sila, so they were working abroad. And they sent medicines for my father para sa kanyang hypertension. Late kong napadala yung gamot na yon kasi nung time na yon po, kailangan po ipadala through, alam niyo, courier pa, ganyan. Na late kong napadala. At ito po yung malungkot kasi hindi na umabot yung gamot na yun. Because my father suffered from his final stroke while yung mga gamot na yun were on their way to him. For a while, nag-suffer po ako sa kwento na yan, na parang sinisi ko ang sarili ko na kung sana mas maaga kong napadala yung mga gamot na yun, could my father have been still alive? But you know, dear friends, I had to forgive myself that. Na hindi ako sure, hindi ko alam. So, I did not cling to that story. I chose to change that story. Para hindi ko siya dalhin, para hindi bumigat yung buhay ko at yung loob ko with that story na maybe I caused my father's death because hindi ko napadala yung mga gamot niya on time. I chose that story because I think that was what my father would have wanted me to do. To change that story also. Diba, mga kaibigan? Time check po muna, mga kaibigan. Alas 12 na po. At nandito pa rin po kayo sa inyong paboritong programa tuwing linggo. Winner ka, Pinoy, sa DZXL 558 Manila. At kasama niyo pa rin po ako, ang inyong lingkod, Cris, Lorenzana. Ayan, no, dear friends, I'm going to start reading your messages in a while. At sana po ay nai-inspire ko kayo sa ating episode ngayon. Na sana baguhin natin yung ating kwento. Kagaya ng pagbago ko ng kwento ko tungkol sa tatay ko. Kasi alam ko na if he can talk to me during those days na I was crying. Anong pag-uwi ko when I was nandun ako sa coffin niya, hindi nila akong paalis. It's like they had to pull me away. Ayoko na kumain, nandun na lang ako kasi nga, it's like, hindi ko alam paano magsusorry na hindi ko napadala kaagad yung gamot niya na kailangan niya. Dahil nga po nung time na yun, wala kaming pambili ng gamot. We were poor. But you know, I think if my father would have been there beside me at that time, I'm sure sasabihin niya sa akin na it's alright because that was really my time to live. Okay, dear friends? So change your story. And that way you change your life.
Kung di ka kapiling, bawat sandali mahalaga sa atin. Tulad ng ibong malaya ang pag-ibig natin. Tulad ng langit na kay sarap marating. Ang bawat tibok ng puso'y kay sarap damhin. Tulad ng himig na kay sarap.
Let me start reading your messages, dear friends. Sabi ni... Okay, there's a message here. Sabi niya, Hi, Cris. Your message for me today is spot on. It is like you prepared for me. Hey, thank you. I need healing and my soul finds healing as I listen to you every Sunday. How do I rid myself of the pain of losing a loved one through a cruel crime? My husband was murdered. I love you. Mrs. Della. Just Mrs. Della. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for sending this message.
Luha ng pag-ibig kay sarap haplusin tulad ng
Mrs. Della, I cannot even imagine the pain that you are feeling right now. I lost my father through natural causes, and it still hurts. But to lose your husband in that way must pain you so much. And there is really nothing that I could say to you now that maybe could ease the pain. Pero natutuwa naman akong malaman that you join me every Sunday and that you find healing through our program. How do you find healing? Gaya po siguro nung sinabi natin kanina sa kanta, di po ba? Just let it go, inch by inch. Maybe let him go, inch by inch, bit by bit. Kasi kung ako nasa lugar mo at may minamahal ako at nawala siya sa ganong paraan, maybe it would be so difficult to cope. Kaya hindi ko po talaga alam kung ano sabihin ko sa inyo ngayon that could ease that, but I will pray for you. And I pray that your husband will continue to make you feel his love. Alam mo, I have this belief that the soul never dies. And just feel it po. Baka sakali lang maramdaman mo na your husband is still there. You know, na minamahal ka pa rin niya, na that his soul never left you. And maybe find strength in that. Na kahit hindi mo na siya kasama physically, you have stories together. Look at your pictures together. Smile again. Videos together if you have. Di po ba? Suot niyo po yung jacket na paborito niya. Tapos siguro, habang suot niyo yung jacket na paborito niya, maybe feel him close again. Maybe because that would be what I would do if I were in your shoes. Ayan. Napakalungkot naman itong message na to. Pero sana, Mrs. Della, sana dumating yung araw na masasabi mo sa sarili mo na that pain, that loss, provided hope for others. Kasi pag nakita ka nila na kahit ganun kahirap yung pinagdaanan mo, ganun yung kwento mo, pero bumangon ka pa rin and you shared your story with others, the way you coped, and then someday you can be an inspiration to others, diba? Kaya nga may mga ina na nawalan ng anak nila through hit and run, and they started volunteering for educating drivers, ganyan, diba ba? So, itry nyo pong i-channel yung sakit na yan, yung pain, yung hirap na yan by doing something more meaningful. I hope that's going to help you a little bit. And thank you po. Salamat sa pagsama ninyo sa akin tuwing linggo. Another message here, sabi niya, "Hi Cris, this is Miles Martires, your new fan and your new listener." Hey, thank you, Miles. I would like to buy a copy of your book, Refuse to be Ordinary. I hope to have it before you go home to Mindanao. Thank you very much. Hey, Miles. We ran out of copies, my dear, and I'll try to look for a copy for you. Huh? Hahanap ako from those who ordered like many copies before, but I don't think I can send it to you before I leave. I'll get in touch with you once I get back. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Winner Ka Pinoy. There's a message here from Tony Boy of New Sun Machine Shop. Sabi niya, "Hi Miss Cris, good morning. How are you? It's like making a film or a movie. We are the director and the scriptwriter of our life. We have the freedom of what we will choose to do. We want to be happy, or do we want to be unhappy? Or whatever ending we want the story to have in our life. Please greet my only one and have a shoot day today. Miss Michelle Rodil of Proville Studio, Manila. Hey, your number one fan. And your program is my spinach po. Thank you. Hey, salamat, Tony Boy. Well, I'm glad that Yuner Pinoy is your spinach. At para doon sa only one ni Tony Boy na si Michelle Rodil, enjoy your shoot.
Tulad ng ibong malaya ang pag-ibig natin, tulad ng langit na kay.
There is a message from Mrs. Zenaida de la Cruz. Sabi niya, the message of your program fits my life story. Little did I know that they were blessings in disguise. I mean, those pains I had before. Yes po. Yes po. I am so very glad that now you actually now see the blessings that were disguised before through your pain. Lahat po na mga pagbati, hindi ko na po mababasa po because we're running out of time again and we still have a lot of things to cover. But meantime, dear friends, there is, alam niyo po, I love songs, especially love songs. And there are songs talaga that would capture our hearts. Lahat naman po ng kanta kasi, I'm sure, naka-embed dyan or ang background ng kwento na yan is a story. Di po ba? Kaya nga lahat ng love songs, may kwento behind that love song. There is always a story behind the song. And this is one of the songs I would like to inspire you with today, dear friends. Na, alam niyo, this is, I think, the best ever story. Kasi every time talaga po na nawalan ako ng lakas ng loob or kung ano man, I would always listen to this song. At sana kaibigan, as you listen to this song, maramdaman mo na never, hindi ka mag-iisa. Kahit iwanan ka nino man, na talagang at the end of the day, God loves you. God loves you so very much. And that is why I hope you would enjoy this very beautiful song. Alam niyo na yung kwento na to. When God Ran by Benny Hester.
Almighty God, the great I am, immovable rock, omnipotent, powerful, awesome Lord, victorious warrior, commanding King of kings, mighty conqueror, and the only time I ever saw him run was when he ran to me, took me in his arms, held my head to his chest, said, "My sons, come home again," lifted my face, wiped the tears from my eyes, with forgiveness in his voice, he said, "Son, do you know I still love you?" He caught me by surprise when God ran. The day I left home, I knew I'd broken his heart. I wondered then if things could ever be the same. One night, I remembered his love for me, and down that dusty road ahead I could see it's the only time I ever saw him run. When he ran to me, took me in his arms, held my head
God ran. Ang ganda po, di po ba? Alam na alam nyo na po yung kwento niyan, di po ba? The Prodigal Son. Imagine. This is the most beautiful song because it contains the most beautiful story of love. At sana na ipaalala mo, o sana na ipaalala ko sa iyo, kaibigan, kung gaano kami namahal. Sabi nga sa kanta, Almighty God, the great I am, omnipotent, powerful, awesome Lord. And the only time I ever saw Him run was when He ran to me. He took me in His arms, held my head to His chest, said, my sons, come home again, lifted my face, wiped the tears from my eyes. With forgiveness in His voice, He said, Son, do you know I still love you? Kaya kaibigan, kahit gaano kasama ng kwento mo dati, ang dami mong nagawang hindi maganda, may mga nasaktang kang tao, or maaaring may napatay ka pa, kaya ka nakakulong. Pwede bang imaginein mo lang yung sarili mo na ikaw yung yakap-yakap na yon ng ating Diyos at sinabi niya sa'yo na minamahal ka pa rin niya? Diba, kaibigan? I hope you will never ever let go of that assurance of how much you are loved. So, balik po tayo. I love that line na sinabi na, my sons, come home again. He took me in His arms, held my head to His chest, said, my sons, come home again. So, minsan ang kailangan lang natin gawin, mga kaibigan, ay bumalik, di po ba, umuwi sa kung saan talaga tayo. Ay, naku mga kaibigan, patapos na naman po yung ating oras at hindi pa po ako nangangalahati sa aking inihanda sa'yo, para sa'yo. So, dear friends, let's change our stories. No matter how painful, how difficult, how ugly the story may have been, nangyari na po yun but we can change the meaning we put to it. We can change the story. And when we change the story, we change the way we feel. At pag nagbago yung ating pakaramdam, magbabago rin yung ating kilos. So mula ngayon po, no more negative stories. No more words like, oh, I am so unlovable. I am weird. I am a freak. No. No. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. Created with great care by an amazing God. Don't ever let go of that story in your head. So that is why, dear friends, from now on, if the story doesn't serve us, if the story doesn't lift us up, let's change it. Okay? Dear friends? Because you always have the power to change that story. Okay, before I end, let me just check if you still have a message here. Thank you, Tita Zen, for your message. And there's one here. Sabi niya, Hi, Cris, you are so inspiring. Time is so short with winner ka Pinoy. Are you related to the Secretary of National Defense? And are you a professor? Sorry, I'm a new listener. From Dindo Agustin. Hey, thank you, Dindo, for tuning in. I hope you tune in every Sunday. Yes, I'm related to our Secretary of National Defense, General Delfin Lorenzana. Uncle ko po siya. He's the brother of my father, and we're very proud of him. I'm not a professor in any academy or any school, but I teach. I do teach, but I am not a professor. So thank you so much for your messages and for your greetings. There we go. Ayan, ako mga kaibigan, panahon na naman po ulit para magpaalam at sana po ay na-inspire ko kayo ulit, mga kaibigan. To make that choice, and the better choice is to create a better story. And as we tell better stories, hindi mo alam kung kaninong buhay ang mas napapaganda, mas nai-inspire mo, mas napapagaan mo dahil sa iyong kwento. Pag nalaman nila na yung kwento mo ay yan at napakabigat pero nakayanan mo, how much more for them? Pag-iisipin nila na kung siya nga nakaya niya, kaya ko din.
Yung palad, kalyado mong kamay sa hirap ng buhay. Dami mong problema, naku mo pang umiti. No'y kang naastig.
Kung ano daw yung mga pinapaniniwalaan natin, mga kaibigan, yun din ang nangyayari. Kaya minsan, tayo mismo ang nagpo-fulfill ng ating sariling prophecy about ourselves. Sa pagsasabi natin, we'll be happy, we will be successful, we will make it. We will, because we will work towards that expectation.
Aking loob, may agimat ang dugo ko. Oh, Pinoy ako, may agimat ang dugo ko.
Dear friends, our stories create our feelings, and our feelings are a result of the stories we tell ourselves. So vice versa po yan. If you change your story, you change your feelings. You change your life. So mga kaibigan, let's prepare, create better stories now and the days ahead.
Hinahanap kong gulo, ilang beses na akong muntikang mamatay. Oh, alam ko ang sekreto.
Kaya minsan palitan po natin yung mga pananalitang ginagamit natin, mga kaibigan, to describe our experience. When you change your words, you change your life. Kanyari, pag sinabi mong, naku, ang malas ko talaga, avoid that word, dear friends. Avoid that word. Avoid that word because at the end of the day, if you keep saying that, naku, yun nga lagi ang mangyayari sa'yo.
Agimat ang dugo ko. Oh, Pinoy ako, may agimat ang dugo ko.
May agimat ang dugo ng Pinoy, kaibigan, at naniniwala ako sa'yo na kaya mo. Ha? Nagamitin yung totoong agimat mo na yan. At ang totoong agimat ng Pinoy, pagmamahal. Walang tatalo sa pagmamahal, kaibigan. Wala. Lahat ng mga pangarap na nababalot sa pagmamahal, nangyayari. Di po ba? Naaabot. Kasi wala nang mas powerful pa na motivation kesa sa pagmamahal. Kaya sana mga kaibigan, yung mga hindi na natin mabagong kwento, baguhin na lang natin yung pagkakakwento natin. Di po ba? Or balikan natin at tignan natin yung blessing na dala-dala ng experience na yan. I think gratitude is a good thing. Whether or not maganda or hindi yung nangyari sa atin, we will still be thankful for it. Di po ba kaibigan? Kasi hindi mo alam kung anong regalo ang dala niyan sa'yo.
Pinoy ako, oh, aking loob, may agimat ang dugo ko. Oh, Pinoy ako, may agimat ang dugo ko.
At sana kaibigan, bumalik ka lagi doon sa kwento na minamahal ka. At dahil minamahal ka, hindi ka pababayaan. I always believe in that. You know, like kasi sabi mo sa pagkikwento ako, like, and I was saved. Like kasi sinasabi, may mga anghel talaga ako. I do not see them, but they are always at work. Diba? It's like God sent me angels, and my angels are always with me. And I believe that story. So, ikaw kaibigan, maniwala ka rin. Whatever story uplifts you, whatever story empowers you, gives you power, then you stay with that story. Ayan na mga kaibigan, at naku, sabayan nyo na po ako. Sikapin po nating maging isang tunay na Pilipino. Sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. At huwag mong kakalimutan kaibigan ha, winner ka. Winner ka, Pinoy.
Sumainyo ang isa na namang makabuluhang palatuntunan sa radyo. Winner ka! Pinoy! Muling umantabay sa parehong oras, alas 11 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. Dito lamang sa DZXL 558. Winner ka! Pinoy!
That portion was brought to you by Bear Brand Sterilized. Pawi ng pagod para bukas, handa uli kumayod. That time check was brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO